Okay, we're going to switch over to your screen in 3, 2.
Oh, no, they all saw me fail. I'm very embarrassed about that. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm live.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Simply. This is Mario 64. It's kind of an obscure game, but I really like speedrunning it. You know, there's a very small community. Now, one of the biggest speedruns out there, Siglemic got me into it. I got my boys here if you want to introduce yourselves.
I'm Pity. I just ran the game before, but we won't talk about that. But I play a little bit of Mario. I commentate a little bit of Mario, so I'm here to rep my boy. Yeah, that's me.
I'm Artemis. I just sit around in the community and annoy people. But I occasionally play the game. Not very well, but I do that.
And today we're going to be doing a 70-star speedrun, which, if you're wondering, 70 stars, why on earth 70? 70 stars is how many you need to allow the endless stairs to stop being endless at the very end. So it's basically any percent, no major sequence breaks, no BLJs, and that is what's going on. So are we ready?
Yeah, we are ready for a countdown.
Okay. Are you guys ready back there? Yeah.
They look ready.
They sound ready. It seems ready. Okay. All right. Cool. 3, 2, 1, go. So Mario 64, I think it's a lot of stuff is pretty self-explanatory. There are some weird things here and there, and I'm sure my commentators will do a wonderful job of cluing you in there. But this game it just keeps going. You know, there's been lulls, there's been moments where it's been sort of quiet, but the community continues to grow. New players continue to rise up. Shout-outs to Liam Kings, Paracusia, two very, very good 120-star players starting to challenge Cheese and Punkation. And 120-star. Ouija is
Gonna
huge.
take 70 probably.
Yeah. Aki taking the 16. We got a lot of new faces, and there's a lot of new strats. I'm sort of a dinosaur, and I'm just now getting back into running. So I don't have a lot of the new strats down, but I got a couple things up my sleeve. But yeah, we're gonna move the guy around. He has a red hat. It's kind of cool looking, so I'm pretty excited.
So we're starting off quickly with Lakitu skip here. The Lakitu comes forward to explain the camera controls to you, and I guess simply forgot, so he needs the tutorial again. Did you get it? Did you read it?
That made sense.
Okay.
It's been a while, so I mean it's good to have the refresher.
Luckily, you're playing on English, so it's actually pretty interesting. The U.S. English version and the Japanese version. For different categories, they trade off which one's faster. But for 70 star, it is a little bit faster to play on English, and the reasons for that are mainly because of 100 coin text boxes not having a second dialogue, and Bowser text I believe is faster on English.
Really, text in general just scrolls faster, right?
Yeah, it's just in some areas there's just more text. For example, the iRock fight in Shifting Sandland, there's a million text box there. So.
So go into the slide. Usually you'll see players go straight to Womp's Fortress, but it's actually faster to go and do one slide star first. Saves about a second. So especially in a marathon run, you might as well get that free juicy time save. So we're doing it. We're going to skip a lot of the slide because we can, and it's fast.
So 12.6?
Nah, this is a 7.
I'm feeling 12.6 right now.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, that's pretty good.
You know, I play the game. I speedran them a bit before.
You've played this game?
A couple times. A lot as a kid. I wasn't very good. Never saw Upstairs, really. Got to see Bob on Battlefield. Jolly Roger Bay was where I think I stopped. Couldn't get beyond that. The ship was... It was too slippery in there. But here comes Womp's Fortress. You see a lot of resets here. It's actually not too bad of a stage. The 100 coin is probably the biggest bopper out of all of the stars, I'd say.
Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting that Womp's Fortress is... It's definitely the hardest stage in the lobby, though. And starting it off, Simply just did a wall kick into that cage there. Normally, you just take an owl ride up to the cage there, but it saves like about 5 seconds to do that. And it's actually like a lot tougher than he made it look.
I got that special synth Owlus strats. Gives you an extra
Works with
frame.
Firsty. And now we got Canalus. We're going for a ledge grab, making it extra nice and safe for the marathon run.
Yeah, I don't really like texture setup. There is another way to set up that star, but I don't like it too much. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit wonky.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
like
will.
finicky because the thing is like there's areas where Canalus will work, and then there's like this middle section of lineup where it doesn't work, and then a little bit off to the other side it works again. So you can get like that random spot that doesn't work when you do texture setup.
And I'm sure it's worse to even do when you're trying to do it for a marathon. It's a TV you're not used to. You gotta look for a slightly different spot.
So we have Simply actually going for a pretty pro cycle here for 100 coin. And luckily he has just enough coins. He actually missed his 2 spares already. So as long as he just collects all the other coins on his way, he should be good. We're looking good. Oh no, gotta go back. Or get the box, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the box.
It was like perfect until then though.
Yeah, not too shabby. As long as you make the cycle, that's all I'm looking for.
That
with
should
100.
still be like about the same speed as like side flipping the tree at the start. Probably.
There we go. So that's good. That feels good, man. Get that star out of the way. After this, it's pretty much after this star, it's like Mom's Fortress isn't. It's not
Yeah,
too bad.
it's a breeze. I'm guessing like most people usually do that order of stars to Atlas, then Canalus, then 100 coin, but everyone has their own order to stars, which is kind of a cool thing about Mario. You can kind of do things in your own order.
That is true. Sometimes I'll do 100 first. Like,
I like to do 100 first.
it's good to get it out of the way, but then you're a little bit more nervous doing Owlus, so I don't know if there's any like perfect way to go about it.
You also have to deal with like the extra dialogue box for like the 3rd star with 100 coin if you do it first.
So we have the big Womp here. He's a little angry, and he's also not really made of anything, so we're just going to go ahead and, you know, go right through him. Again, it's fast, it's fun, it's family friendly too, so that's like the three-piece package.
An interesting like thing that you might see Simply doing is he's like jump diving and like he's basically just like touching the fence for a small amount of time and he's sliding off, and then he can like do an instant double jump out of that, because like when you slide off of platforms like that you can do a double jump, and he like preserves the speed too from the dive for the most part. So he's been making use of that. He did it for Alice, he did it for the Womp King there, and you're gonna see it again here for the tower. It's just like an easy way to get like a quick triple jump up here to the top of this slope.
Okay.
That's a sub 7 in a marathon
Nice,
with the Womp's
yeah.
9.
Not too shabby, not too shabby.
That's good.
Now, my personal best in 70 is really not that great. Like, I've always focused more on 120 stars, so it is possible we could maybe get a personal best. That would be pretty hype. I'll
That'd
see
be
what I can do.
That'd be pretty insane.
All right. What's your guesses, boys?
You know what? For personal best, we'll do another 12-6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta believe in the PB now.
You did it once.
Now that you mentioned
Good
it.
once.
That doesn't look like a
that's a little
12-6.
No.
Rip. All right, run's dead. Sorry, guys.
2/10 of a second's gonna kill it.
It might. You never know.
It might, yeah, but.
So,
oh no!
oh my
You
goodness.
missed the lag
Yeah.
reduction. I was like looking at your controller and I saw you weren't like near the R button at all.
I was not ready.
I was like tempted to press it for you.
No.
Oh no, the twins. So,
Infamous.
like we've nicknamed those 2 reds at the start the twins because those are the 2 that usually screw up.
Oh,
No!
Jesus. I don't know what I'm doing.
You missed the other twins.
Oh no, time loss. The stage is honestly, it's so much harder than it looks like for me.
Yeah,
Trying to fly fast and also pick up the reds is very difficult, but we got it.
The fast part is like actually insanely hard. They get so much harder to collect properly.
Okay, getting in a bit of a fight here. Sorry, just have to take out my anger before Dark World. So the game is split up into, I'd say, 4 major parts. You got lobby, which I'm in right now. We're going to go to basement next. Then we're going to go upstairs. We'll go back to basement, and then we'll go to Tippy. And lobby is like, once you get past lobby, it's like, okay, you're on the run. Like, you are officially in a run. Lobby is just kind of the...
As long as you get pillarless in SSL, like, you're coasting for a long time.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to be seeing a hot normal cycle here from Simply. So there's like multiple cycles here in Dark World just because there's moving platforms. They all operate on a cycle. And normally, like for the most part, players are 1 full cycle faster here than Simply, which would be a couple seconds, but you can like push it even further. Like it can get pretty insane if you want an optimal Dark World. Was the Goomba why you like decided not to do the side football kick?
Yeah, the Goomba was really trying to mess up my whole day.
So most people there will actually like long jump, double wall kick, and try to get first frame wall kicks for both of them. But I think Simply and I like both like to opt for the side football kick because it's like faster than not getting the double first D, but it's slower than double first D.
I don't know what's going on, but I can't spin like as good as I used to. So trying to get a 1-spin Bowser there is most runners will get that, but I went for the second spin to be safe. But getting past Dark World's a good feeling. You can die there and lose a lot of time. So after this, it's pretty chill. Quite literally, we're going to be going into Cool Mountain, and it's cold there, and it's not too bad.
Dark World is like this weird jump in risk from the other lobby stages and even like the basement stages. Like one small mistake and you die, but in the other stages in the early game, like if you make a mistake, you just lose a little bit of time and you like climb back up or whatever. So Dark World is like just this weird like enigma at the beginning of the run.
I also think it's a really good example of like how technical the game can be. Like, I think out of the first few stages, maybe besides like 100, Dark World is definitely the most technical out of the lobby stages.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, at least in 70 star.
Oh yeah, for 7, yeah.
Yeah, it gets pretty spicy in there.
Well, especially if like you're upping the cycles. Like there was a cycle that Simply did. The regular speedrun cycle is the Shigeru cycle, but then there's Zaya cycle on top of that, and then Tsukishima cycle on top of that. So like it gets pretty hot.
Yeah,
in Dark World.
There's a lot of times we'll probably mention cycles. There's just things in this game that, like, from the very start of going in the level, they move on a cycle, and
the little bit of the ESS for the turn there.
Yeah,
that was hot. Yes. So, I mean, what Simply just did there is he basically just skipped a whole bunch of the stage to get down to that star. There's like a slightly slower way to do it that's a lot safer. But I mean, if you know the back football kick timing, you can save a cool like 1.5 seconds. And then one small thing that Simply did to save time there that like you wouldn't be able to tell unless you ran the game is he like held slightly off neutral in the up position on his stick so that when he landed, he started turning immediately. So yeah, that just saved you more time.
The moonwalk.
The Michael Jackson moonwalk right into the door. It's a good feeling.
And Cool Mountain is usually where you'll see routes diverge, and because we saw Simply get the slide star, we know that he's going to do CCM 18. There's multiple routes you can do, but CCM 18 means he's going to be doing HMC late, which is pretty cool. You'll be seeing 2 trips to the basement later.
Saving the day, every day. Casual hero here. I'm going to eat leg, I think. Turn the camera. So, obviously, we're playing on Nintendo 64, so the Nintendo 64 can only handle so much sauce. And when I say sauce, I mean polygons. And there is a lot of polygons in some areas of the game. And so, if I have a weird camera, it's probably to reduce lag.
Yeah, the camera in Super Mario 64 like casually, it can be really annoying, but as far as speedrunning goes, like the camera is actually so ideal because the camera can be used to make it so that specific notches on your controller will work for tricks, and also it can be used to turn in a direction so that you can avoid lag. It's actually so good.
Yeah, it's super nice.
It's like the reason why things are consistent in the game is because you can just control the camera.
Yeah, the camera, like if you're doing the same thing every time, the camera will always have the same angle, which is really nice. Whereas modern games nowadays, that's pretty unlikely, I would imagine, to get the exact same camera angle.
So Simply can't be missing coins now because he
Oh
missed.
God! Oh my God! There's a penguin on my butt.
Okay.
All right, we're good. Everybody, calm down, please. It's just a speed run. My goodness. All right, we got 85. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. So it was like a little bit scary there because you have one spare coin and Simply missed it before the intended. Like you missed one on purpose near the end, but he missed like one that he was supposed to get earlier.
Yeah, if you miss 2, you lose a lot of time because you won't have 100 coins, and then
You got to re-race the penguin.
you could re-race the. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess no, you probably wouldn't. You'd probably just switch to CCM 17 at that point.
I'm not sure. I usually just hit the reset button and cry a little bit. And
Yeah,
do it all over
that would
again.
work too.
All right, so last stage. I guess you can call. I don't know. Big Busan is definitely.
It's kind of an in-between.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's outside. Yeah, I guess I would call it a lobby stage. Because you could technically do it without Dark World Key, I think. You just need 12 stars. I'm pretty sure to enter it. Was it 10 or 12?
12.
Yeah.
So normally you have to do a big puzzle and use your brain to get that star, but I like to just go brainless and just, jump over the thing.
I mean, you had to use your brain to, like, move there, though.
A little bit, but I honestly don't even know the code to. Oh, that was close.
It's 231. It's the middle one, the one on the right, and then the one on the left. It's interesting. Like, Nintendo just likes 231 because it's also in Ocarina of Time for the scrubs. I don't know why I know that, though.
You're a true connoisseur.
I think I was just, like, free running in BBH once, and I was like, oh, yeah, here I am in this room.
So we just kind of destroy that boo with like all. Mario in this game is so OP, I think. Like everything he does damage. If you dive, you're doing damage. If you're starting a long jump and you're just like crouched in a ball, you're just a ball of damage.
It was actually like it wasn't the long jump itself that hurt the boo, it was actually like the crouch.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's like a small thing that's hard to notice.
All right, that was good movement.
Yep. Could have done like a little speed kick to the door or something. I don't know.
That's what I tried to do. I couldn't pull it off. It's weird going down that slope like that.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so shifting sandland, scary place, very scary place. We're about to enter.
You can see that English punch? No.
Oh.
So you can save like almost a second by punching Mips there because Mario doesn't have to re-stand up. But the thing is like Simply usually plays on Japanese for 120 star because that's his thing. And the Mips, the first one moves at a different speed on English, so it actually like throws you off if you're used to the punch grab on Japanese. And now we have Pillarless. It kind of works in a similar way to Bomb Clip. Basically, he has to like navigate all the way over here to the pyramid and like clip through here using the speed of the bomb. Nice, very, very good. And the reason why it's called Pillarless is because to normally get in the top side of the pyramid, you have to touch all 4 of the pillars on the outside of the pyramid.
Stand tall on the 4 pillars.
You'll actually see him touch a pillar here when he's going for the Talon bird star. So you'd have to touch all 4 of those.
But that takes too much time, and we don't have a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, you actually save like 15 seconds or more doing Pillarless.
Good time save. Once you get that trick, it's like a huge relief in the run because it's really
we're
easy to
cruising
die.
now.
Yeah, we're making moves happen right now.
We have Lava Boost, but I mean, that's not even that bad. Like, if you die, you're right back in the volcano.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about my lava boost too. So
I saw you were going for like, what was that, like Aki boost or like that? It was like a pretty Akira boost.
Yeah.
They're all pretty similar. It's just like it's one of the pro ones where you like long jump straight for the middle of it.
Professional gamer. Yeah. So if you notice, after every star, I'm going to the bottom selection on the menu. Pitt, would you like to explain why
All
that
right.
is?
So when you save the game, there's just like a little bit of lag every single time you do it for the save and continue. So it's actually like very minutely faster to scroll down twice to continue without saving. So like over the course of, you know, like 70 stars and a couple keys, that's going to add up. Do you remember it was back when like you, Cheese, and Punke were all pretty close to contention for the record, then Nero just came up and started doing continue without saving, and then he just had so much free time save on everyone.
Yeah, Nero just came out of nowhere, and he had this bot project. Nero, by the way, legendary 120-star speedrunner, S64 speedrunner from Japan. And he taught us a lot about how to save time on our run. So shout outs to him. And
I would like to see him come back one day.
Yeah, that would be sick. He made us all look like fools, honestly.
Yeah, he just kind of came in and he just bopped everyone.
He needed a good bopping, though. You can't, like, get complacent, because the thing about this game is, you know, it's been being speedran for so long. The community is one of the biggest in the speedrunning communities. You'd think, okay, maybe the strategies are getting maxed out, but that's far from the case. There's still...
Yeah, we always think that, and then there's always something, you know?
Yeah, there's so many little optimizations you can do, and that's why I love this game so much.
The game's getting nuts, and the cool thing is that you're never going to be able to, like, in like a run of the length of like 70 and 120, you're never going to be able to execute a run that's like perfect with all like perfect RTA strats every time. So like there's just always going to be like more to give for those categories specifically. Like 16 star might get to that point soon though, for like until they might need more optimizations.
Yeah, 16 star is getting ridiculous. Oh, clear it. All right, we're good.
All right, pretty good. So now we're like really gonna be mad chilling. There's only easy stars left here in Lethal Lava Land, and then we have Daidar Docks right after that, which is basically a snooze fest.
Oh
no.
You said it was easy. You got me all hyped.
I mean, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, what happened there is like simply had to like pull back because he had not the best angle on the jump dive, so he would have touched the lava and gone burned. So like he didn't have enough speed anymore to like make it over there.
Yeah, sometimes you can get burnt and then just clip up onto the puzzle. And you actually don't lose too much time, but I just barely avoided that.
Looking good.
So you have to do like a little obstacle course, but we're just going to use the wing cap and use our brain a little bit, and then boom.
Well, even without the wing cap, we can just skip the puzzle. You're supposed to be like walking on the log and like staying balanced on it like they do in like cartoons.
So 30 stars deep. So this route that I'm doing is, I mean, you can't really call it new anymore, but it might be new to some of you. It's
new, like in like the perspective that the route just stayed the same for so long for 70 star.
Okay, swimming is hard.
But normally, like in other runs, like previously, you'd have like 34 or like 35 stars coming into Daidar Docks. But it's a little bit faster now, depending on like, I mean, there's like a whole bunch of like different small route changes. But like optimally, it's faster to have 30 stars and then go back to basement a second time because you can catch the second MIPS then. And the reason why that's good is because even though you might have to add like a longer star in a stage, you don't have to re-enter a level if you're doing an extra castle star, and that's like most of the time save. It's like it takes like 15 seconds to reload a level.
Yeah, it kind of blew my mind when that came out. I was like, wow, I did not expect the route to change ever again.
Yeah, it seems so crazy. Like that 2 trips to the basement is just like good. So much extra castle movement. So it looks like we're setting up for the back sub here. You can see the camera angled the other way if you were going for the front sub.
Yeah, I have not picked up front sub yet. It's a scary strat. Makes Docks a lot harder to go up the front of the sub, but it does save a little bit of time.
You can see Simply is changing the camera even when he was swimming towards the sub. The sub just, like Simply said earlier,
It
so many
lags
polygons.
so bad.
A lot of sauce.
It lags so bad. We have the Manta Star coming up next, which pretty straightforward, but the rings don't really depict the zone in which you have to touch. At least after the first 5, they really don't. But right after this star, we have Fire Sea, which is like going from 0 to 100. Like Docks is pretty chill, but Fire Sea can be pretty intense if you want to go for the fastest cycle, which I'm assuming you're going for.
Of course. Got to go for the lava boost. There is some new movement that has come out. I think you could still use the word new for this movement. That makes it much more consistent, so we'll see if I can pull it off.
It's just like a little easier. The cage movement before was just kind of tough and tight. We're looking good so far. Oh,
Lord,
oh my gosh.
Not what we want.
I have not seen that happen.
I probably shouldn't be riding this down. This is so slow. Oh, lordy lord. All right,
Wait,
this is what was meant to happen.
maybe you can lava boost the second cycle.
That would be cool.
There's like a visual cue to tell. I don't know if you know it.
Okay, go to thegame.com.
Okay. I mean, you won't have to lava boost, but
My mom, I need my mom. Help.
Sit mom. Calling sit mom.
Okay.
Okay, you can't make that. So we're 1 full cycle slow here and without a lava boost. So what is that, like 20 seconds? Or
Oh god.
oh wait, hold on.
There.
Okay.
Well, the new movement did not help me out at all. It gets kind of finicky next to the elevator.
Yeah, it's actually weird that like that part is actually like the hardest part of the new movement. It's just like not like screwing up getting to the coin in reverse.
Yeah, if you go too fast, it kind of like that's what happened there. I went a little bit too fast.
He's like too eager to jump for the coin.
Yeah. The cool thing about the movement is it actually is like a bit faster too, so it's also more lenient. But you know, still didn't get the cycle, but it's okay. We're chugging along. We've got another Bowser fight. He's such a joke. Like in these first 2 levels, he is so easy, but he really amps it up.
Yeah, the third
Bowser's
Bowser's just so annoying.
I like to spin him slow. Kaboom! Another one. Just gonna bounce around, turn into a key. So that makes a lot of sense.
The Fire Sea throw is actually the worst one to miss. It takes the most time to reset up because Bowser like does like the sumo jump onto the platform and tilts it again.
Sumo jump. Yes, he does. He's a big boy. I mean, you can see that he's got a lot of meat on him. But Mario has got the strength of 10,000 Titans and can just spin him by
Yeah,
his
you
tail.
can just pick him up anyway. Slaps him with his marshmallow hands.
Biscuit dough hands, man. No
Yeah.
fingers. Still makes it work. All right, so I have actually picked up some new movement in Wet Dry World, and I don't think many people have seen it at all. It's actually
For
very
100?
new.
Or
No,
for the shocking aerolifts?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we will bust that out. I got to do 100 first, though. We got to get some secrets. A very RNG heavy star, I must. Okay, not that wasn't RNG. That was just being bad at the game. But yes.
Not bad. Basically, like with the skeeters there, you just kind of got to roll with what you got. a big difference between like some of the top players and some of like the really good players is how they react to RNG, and that was a pretty good reaction for what Simply got.
Ooh. Oh, we're rubbing on the wall. This is the rub down.
So basically from here, 100 coins, pretty simple. Lost the spare coin, but doesn't need it anymore. It's really easy to throw this Chucky in a way that you can grab all 5. Looking good.
All right. So I'll do my new strat next. Basically, for the shocking elevator lift star, you have to break a box to get underneath and into the area to get up onto the elevator, or like get into the cage.
Oh, you like combine the name of 2 stars. It's Elevator Express Hurry Up.
Oh,
Shocking Aerolifts is like the box star, the one on the side with the teleport.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, here you're doing the. Okay. Pretty cool. I actually didn't know about that. I knew about the double jump up to the ledge, but I didn't know about the kick while doing a triple. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, that's actually faster than the double jump kick thing that people have started picking up. I didn't get the rollout. You're meant to roll out and then you move really fast into the.
Yeah, you
cage,
can like start the movement again right away.
Yes.
Because if you get damaged, then Mario like has to like unsquash himself. Very nice on the triple jump wall kicks. Those are like pretty tough, and especially the way that it used to be done when people first started doing it was with a side flip, and then you'd kind of readjust your angle during the double jump. So the kick is actually like, I don't know if I'd say it's like necessarily harder. It's just like very different, so it can be really awkward.
Yeah, it took a little bit of adjusting too, but it's not nearly as hard as, like, for the longest time people were not doing it without the side flip, but that is a wet dry world, mostly dry. You see the wet in 120, but honestly I prefer the dry. Swimming in the game is like, Jolly Roger Bay is okay, but swimming in
wet dry world
pretty,
swimming
yeah.
is like it's like really basic and kind of annoying. You only swim like twice.
All right, Tiny Huge Island. Here we go. Secrets right off the bat. Definitely the hardest star.
It
in
looks
70.
easy, and when it goes well, it looks really good, but when it goes bad, it goes so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, did you start doing that kick there?
Yeah, I like being safe. It barely loses time.
No,
it makes
yeah.
it so much more
It's
consistent.
like only a couple tenths of a second. It actually seems like the play for RTA.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see how players handle their strats, because you'll see players in the game who do very basic strategies, but they're very consistent, so they can get really good times. But then you also see players who are super fast, but the strats they're doing kind of hold them back in a sense that they're really hard to all get in a run, in one continuous run. So actually getting the run becomes a lot harder.
You didn't used to do the triple jump there with the clip movement, right? You used to do like side flips. Or like, I don't know. There's like different movement you can do there out of the pipe to like get up to the mountain. Like there's like one with a triple jump, and then there's one with like a long jump and like a side flip. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, did you change your movement there?
Yes. Yes, I did. I honestly don't remember what I was doing before, though.
Oh, isn't it like a kick jump dive and then the side flip?
Oh, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that might be right.
All right, these piranhas just want to grow up. They're not really harming anybody, but we have to get stars for Peach because she's cute and is in trouble, apparently. I don't know if I buy it, though, Bowser. I think they might have something going on, but I'll still move the guy because it's fun.
Did you hear that, like, if you do the piranha plants in the counterclockwise direction, you can save a frame or something like that?
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
It's probably because you can just hit one of them, like, sooner after it starts popping out of the ground. Like, the thing that, like, that matters the most is that you just kill them as soon as they pop out of the ground.
So I'm going to do Breezeless. I would say that this is undoubtedly the hardest trick in the game. Let's see if we can get it. Nice.
No, and that's
Nice.
really good too because you were so close to the star.
Yeah, I hold straight up, so then you just single jump into it, save a little bit of time.
The hardest practical trick in the game. Well,
Yeah.
in a long category because like we're just not even gonna like talk about SBLJ because that's definitely harder.
So we could take the log, but that's for losers, so we're just going to go ahead and kick off of it. The log is kind of a joke, too. It's just covered in invisible ceilings, invisible walls, so if you try to take the log, you're probably just going to get slapped in the face by a wall, so not even worth bothering.
Was log wall kick your optimization or were you just the first person to do it?
Yeah, I didn't come up with it, but I like found the camera and a consistent way to do it. I think me and Alex Tolio found it at like the same time because he started doing it in the runs right around the same time I did.
Dude, rip Alex. I haven't heard from Alex in forever. He used to be like a young legend of Super Mario 64. He's like one of the OGs.
Yeah, super young. He was like 14 or something when I came in the community and one of the best players.
Yeah, he was like easily like top 5 best players.
Bro, the kids they're taking over speedrunning. Like Ouija he's either 15 or 16. He has the Sunshine world record. He's about to get Mario 64 70-star world record.
Then you also have like JJ and like Benji who are like also like really good at the game and they're also really young.
They're very nimble. They have the agility and they also have maybe they have more free time. I don't know what it is, but they're really good. They're grind.
I don't know.
Grind hard. Definitely put the work in. Tall Tall Mountain, a pretty tough level. Like you'll see a lot of runs reset here. I feel like it's not too hard in theory, but trying to put all the stars together in one go is.
Yeah, it's like the first level that kind of operates on like a top-down basis in the run. So like a small mistake will have you like fall all the way down to the bottom of the mountain, and that's where most of the time loss comes from. And red coins, you can easily die on that star, but Simply did a good job.
I am a legend. I'm just hoping that I don't forget stars, because.
I'll remind you.
All right, thank you.
Don't do reds and SL like Toast Rider. So like there was this 70-star tournament, and Toast Rider is a super good player, I guess, just to give context to the joke. But he's super good, like world record level in speed. But in the 70-star tournament, he kept going for the HMC late route, but kept accidentally doing the star that you skip in SL. So it like didn't even save any time. So just don't do that.
Yeah, I'll try not to do that.
Just make sure you have 52 when you leave SL, but not the red star, and you're good.
Oh
no.
That feels. I feel like a legend if I get that ground pound.
It's pretty much blind, like going for the box. Or like you can't see the box, but you have a different visual cue.
Yeah, you have to just have a feel in. Like you practice it enough, and then you get the timing down. There's like a slight visual cue, but it's not very strong.
No, it's kind of just like looking at the ledge, like as you're passing by it.
Yeah. We're just gonna go ahead and skip that maze. It's not very fun.
That's actually the fastest star in the game. Fun fact.
There's a lot of fast. This stage is probably the fastest in 70 for how many stars you get.
It has to be.
The stars are all like 10 seconds, 14 seconds. Sorry, I had to do it to him.
Well, TTC would be like super fast if you didn't do 100. Like all those stars are super fast, like the other 5.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah, that's true. TTC is probably up there.
TTC is definitely like just like the fastest stage to like get all 7, I think. Maybe.
So we go back in here and quit out. So that's the fastest way to get back to lobby. And then we're going back to the basement because the second bunny spawns at 50 stars. And I want that star. I want it bad. It's fast. We also have a toad to talk to and try to persuade to get us a star. So
an interesting thing is that
I'm good at the game.
MIPS is faster in its second form on English. It stays the same on Japanese.
Yeah, I guess they just added that. Maybe people were like, oh, this bunny's too fast.
Didn't you used to in 120 star do HMC at the start of basement and then caught MIPS up there? Like you used to like punch grab MIPS like by the door. I'm pretty sure you can do that still in 70.
I would do like a weird jump dive to the right and catch him. All right, Toad hooking us up, the plug, if you will. Very nice guy. Fades back into invisibility mode, just kind of creeping there in the corner. And this is like the last breath that you have before
Things get really crazy.
Yeah, it gets super intense after this.
Yeah, the stages in the tippy top of the castle, they're notoriously very difficult, like heavily execution based, and mistakes punish like very, very hard.
Yeah.
Usually you'll die.
Yeah, usually when runners start picking up this game, the last two stages, Tick-Tock Clock and Rainbow Ride, are where you lose the bulk of your time.
They're like the gatekeepers for getting a PB usually.
Oh God. All right, thank goodness that boulder did not end my life. I definitely...
Lucked out a little bit.
Yeah, I could have gotten killed there. Dusty boy.
I think this star is like the longest solo star left in the run. This one right here. It's like 25 seconds long. Everything in Tippy is just super quick.
Yeah, it moves really fast after we're done here. Got one more star, and then say your prayers. It can get a little bit dicey, if you will, in Tippy Top of the castle. But I'll try my best. We're doing pretty good so far. Should still be able to get a 49, which I'd be happy with.
Oh yeah, you're definitely on 49 pace. You can get this triple jump.
Aw, yeah. It looks so cool. It's so easy, but feels good, man.
I actually like going the other way. You know, like the wall kick on the other side.
And then the long jump.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like for me, it's just like a little bit faster. They're so close in time though.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, I just get scared going over that pit. That's why I don't like to do it. So we're just gonna warp up there again. For whatever reason, you can just go
It's
ahead.
kind of like a ledge grab that you can get.
All right. Oh,
Here it is. So immediately upon entering the stage, simply has to manipulate the Lakitu in a way so that he can bounce off of it, and then wall kick off of a ramp that's there for some reason, and then jump up the ramp to grab a pole to get to the cruiser instead of going the long way around. And this is a bounce strat that only Cheese and Simply do. It's actually like not the fastest Lakitu bounce. It's kind of like a middle strat. But it seems to be pretty consistent if you can understand how it works.
that's a breath of relief right there.
That was beautifully done.
Thank you very much.
That's like the first major like thing that you can mess up in Rainbow Ride. As long as he can get tricky triangles, I'm pretty sure he'll be okay for the rest of the stage. Reds are pretty simple. Oh, I'm sorry.
Commentator's curse coming out live. I guess I didn't drift right far enough. That looked good to me. These rotating things, whatever platforms are, they're a bop.
Yeah. We don't. I don't even think we never think about failing the triple jump wall kick there because it just like almost never happens. But there is like some method to the madness there. You have to like wall kick them in a certain way.
This is hot.
I was gonna say like reds are like the most straightforward star in Rainbow Ride, but
Okay, getting in a fight with the wall here.
if you like, reds are kind of like they flow. Like you just kind of like if you nail one thing, it's easy to kind of continue your momentum through the maze. But if you screw up and you lose all your speed, then you're just like praying that you don't rub up against any walls or screw anything up.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't get that wall kick. That first wall kick threw me off.
I don't do that. I do the side flip instant wall kick dive, which is like slightly faster, so I don't really understand how the long jump wall kick works.
No. Not
All
too
right.
shabby. Little sloppy here, but
For sure, like Rainbow Ride's like in the bag now though, because I'm pretty sure you do just the regular swinging in the breeze.
yeah, the star's definitely the easiest out of. And this one still, you can die so easily on. Like
Yeah, you
they're
can.
all just one little slip up and you're falling to your death. Oh.
Do you do Toad before or after TikTok?
I've been doing Toad after. I think I'm just gonna stick to that.
Yeah, it's like slightly faster if you can nail the movement.
Yeah, you have to do it like perfectly. I was under the impression that it was pretty much free time save, but I guess that is not the case.
Nah, it's not free, but like you can break even for free.
All right, here we go. TikTok clock, 100. A big daddy.
Yeah, this star is crazy.
Okay.
I'll give you 20 points for the grind. One interesting thing there to note is you actually set up the camera in such a way so that you can actually hit the wall kick after that triple jump. Like the camera behaves like pretty interestingly around like those propeller platforms. There's like a lot of tricky like small finessing that you have to do in 100 coin that you probably don't know is going on unless you've done it. For example, there's like an invisible wall here that he needs to avoid. And then to kick the box, recoil off of it, ideally, and then go into an instant triple jump after that that can be tricky as well.
Pretty good 100. The beginning is always, I think, the hardest part.
I think
the
the beginning's the hardest part too.
Oh, I
no.
was calling it.
Too high on the flump.
There's a plethora of backups here, but I'm going to go with the backflip one. I think that's my favorite. Really consistent.
I think like in the situation you were in there, the backflip was the best.
Yeah, the art of Mario 64 speedrunning, and I would imagine speedrunning in general, is like you have to have your backups on lock because you're inevitably going to make a mistake on some strat.
Everything will fail at some point.
Yeah, and if you fall apart from one mistake, then you won't be able to seal the deal. And here we go. All right.
Are you doing moving reds?
I'm doing it.
Okay, well, this can be really hard. Let's see if Simply's got the moves.
Mommy! I don't like that.
Are you trying again?
Whatever, we'll go away. It's like the biggest bait, I think, in S64. Like, you can technically do that backup, but the timing is very rough. Okay.
That'll work. And that's why we do TikTok clock top down, because if you accidentally fall down, you can just grab the lower star. If he had done like get a hand already, then that would have been really bad.
Yeah, that could have been a little bit more of a mess than it already was. Let's see if we can get
There's
this.
actually like a crazy like Cobra Jur backup there where you do like a backflip or something.
All right, we're doing it again.
So I'm pretty
have
sure
beef.
like that slide on the propeller is like, it's like, it can happen either if you get there like too fast or if you like hold back too much.
All right, we're not going to do that. Actually, we'll abort the mission. We're going red. Save the time. Okay, or don't. Let's grab on everything. That is the right idea. Here we go. I feel like a slug every time I mess up this movement and have to go this way.
It's like we all know the backup movement here, but like you just I don't know. I feel like you almost never failed the triple jump wall kicks in TikTok clock.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Like once you get them down, you're good for like 100 runs in a row.
I'd like to get it at least once. It's super cool looking movement. And the star that I'm saving is like the best looking star.
Yeah, you can make the fast cycle too. All right. No, you're. Oh, okay,
All
we're
right,
good.
whatever. Saved, sort of.
Sort of.
Oh, just wall kick, dude. All right. Okay,
You didn't die though.
That was this stage, man. It has got my number. It is calling me, leaving very angry voicemails, weird text messages.
It's always like Rainbow Ride or TikTok Clock. And then if those both go well, like you need to conquer Sky. Ooh, side football kick. I like it.
Oh!
No.
My heart.
The thing
Can't
is
take
like
anymore.
simply wanted to grab the coin that he grabbed 6 a little earlier, so he had to make sure he grabbed it there, and then he accidentally bumped his head.
Yeah.
He had to like finesse the stick back and forth.
A finesse was required. Unable to get it out there, unfortunately. But one more star, and we are out of here finally. I really need to practice. If there's any stage that I need to grind, it's TikTok Clock, probably.
You can always grind more TikTok Clock. I don't think you can ever be like good enough at this stage. Oh my gosh, the angle change on the double jump was so pro. I just wish that you had actually gotten up there.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
All right. Okay, we're good.
Okay, TikTok Clock is finished. We can get like a 51.
51, like really low 51.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it.
So Bowser in the Sky basically boils down to like 2 things in 70 Star. The first thing is the triple jump wall kick that you want to skip going for the pole over. And then the Bowser throws. Those are like the 2 things that he has left in this run that could probably screw him over.
Oh yeah, we got the perfectly optimal movement up the stairs. I am on the run of my life right now. Here we go.
Oh no, well, okay, we're good. It's only like 1 elevator cycle. So there's a whole bunch of different strats here to get up here. Looks like Simp's going for moving left with a slight angle to the side. Very nice. That's actually like pretty impressive.
I am floundering. So basically, like, if you don't know, the biggest thing about, like, you only have 2 action buttons, I'd say, like B and A, right?
Yeah.
And depending on how fast you're moving, they'll do different things. And so if I punch, I was probably trying to dive, and that's what I was trying to do there. But here we go. It's time to save the thing or whatever and get a star or something, but let's do it. Let's see if we can do it without missing a throw. Oh, hit it, please.
That was so close. I actually can't believe that one hit.
That's 2. Maybe. Okay.
Oh no, that's a total whiff.
Oh no!
It's okay, we can still 51.
Yes, we can. The run of my life.
There we go.
Right,
That's
camera,
it.
do some lag.
We got time coming up in like 10 seconds.
Yep, as soon as I touch the grand star. There it is. It looks so good, so shiny.
It's actually like a wing cap in disguise, though.
Boom. Yeah!
Good job, Sim.
Thanks. Well, that is Super Mario 64 70-star speedrun, 51:34. Not too shabby.
Not bad, not bad.
I'll take that. We went under estimate. We were able to save the time from Pitt, going over estimate a little bit. I do what I can, all in a day's work. But thank you, everybody, for watching. Huge shout-outs to the crew. This is super smooth. The event is amazing. I did a Midwest Speedfest run 2015, is what Pitt said.
Yeah, we both did 2015.
And it's grown a lot. It's super cool to see how far it's come because we were like in a corner and I was like, what is this?
There was like live music behind us too. Yeah, you remember that?
It was a pretty funny setup. So this is really cool and it's an absolute pleasure to be up here. So thank you guys so much. Shout outs to everybody that's putting on the event and good luck to all the runners and commentators who are going after me. Thank you, Artemis and Pitt, for doing an absolutely just spicy, beautiful, out of this world job with the comms, and yeah, I'm Simply. Love you.
Would you like to?
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Simply. Next up, we have Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Co-op, so stay tuned for that. Also, we have a few donations to read through here.